You should just tell the person. But
Yeah.
alcohol
It's
comes into
like,
play and all kinds of other
yeah, I'm
excuses.
gonna like, I'll take a couple shots and then, I've broken up before. I've been broken up with before. I've been ghosted before. It's just living life.
Yeah.
It's just part of it, I guess.
Peter, what do you think it is about Sandoval? I know you've been busy, so I don't know if you've heard this, but there is reports that Ariana and Tom actually filmed a scene together after all this came out. She felt like Tom
Oh,
really
they did.
gassed.
I
That's
thought you just filmed with Raquel, so they filmed the scene together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
Basically him explaining how we got here, right? Basically breaking up, I guess, officially.
But I mean, like, if I found this out that my significant other was cheating on me, you think I'd stick around? Absolutely not. Bye bye. I'm out. See you later. So, I mean, like, basically breaking up, it's like, well, I mean, I think that's a foregone conclusion at this point.
Well, I think that's what's so interesting about it too. It's like this is a major breakup. It's 9 years. There's a house together, but now, of course, we've picked back cameras up. I mean, Bravo hardly ever does that,
Yeah.
So now it's like this is your contract, and I don't know how it all worked out. I would imagine maybe you're under contract, or hey, here's a little bonus, like here's a little extra money, let's go fill. But I mean, it was Tom explaining to Ariana why this relationship is over, which don't know how you get Ariana to film that scene, but here we are.
Here we are. I don't know how it went. I don't know what would have been said, but I'm imagining there's a lot of yelling and probably something being thrown, because I wouldn't throw anything, but I'd definitely yell.
Do you think Tom is a narcissist? A lot of people feel that way. And if you do, like, was he always like that, or do you think fame changed him?
I don't know. Like, I mean, would narcissism have? I mean, like, I guess I don't know. I don't know how bad you have to be a narcissist. I mean, like, what exactly? Narcissism. I mean, I always like to make myself presentable. Is that narcissistic?
No, that's caring about how you look. Narcissists are usually gaslighters. Like a lot's been said that Ariana.
I always thought that narcissism, because I know the mythology behind narcissism, the whole term. I studied Greek mythology when I was younger, but I always thought that it was just like, oh, you care about the way you look, and that's narcissistic. And
that's called living in Los Angeles, California. I mean, it's true.
Well, narcissists, nothing is ever their fault. Is Sandoval like that?
Oh, you know what? I have to get back to you on that one. I have to think about that. That's interesting. It's interesting that you bring that up, because I'm not sure if I've ever experienced him like never taking accountability for something. So I'm not sure. Where is this music coming from? What is happening?
It's like a narcissist / sociopath, right? Like, because Lala just came out to say he was like a sociopath. Stassi even has implied this on the show. Yeah, like he's never taking accountability, and right, because I mean, I think that was part of it with breaking up with Ariana.
So I guess my perspective is I've never experienced him not taking accountability over something.
You mean he does? You've seen him take accountability?
No. Okay, never mind. He is a little bit narcissistic. I have a story. I'm not going to tell it.
Well, why don't I know? You might as well just share it now. Yeah, I mean,
okay. So some years ago, I would always help him he was always late for his bartending shifts, and I always help him get set up so that because he never took accountability for being like why he was late. And I was such a, it was like this year, my how do I put this? This year, my New Year's resolution was to be a little bit more selfish, because I've always been like, okay, yeah, I'll help out. I'll help this. I'll do this, like for different things. I've always been there for people. I mean, case in point, look at me and her crying on my shoulder. It's like, that's automatically the way I am. You know, I'm just kind of like, oh, someone's in danger, someone needs help, I'll help out. You know what I mean? And I've always been that way. And so this year I'm like, you know what, Peter, you got to be a little bit more selfish, because otherwise, you know, you're just going to get taken advantage of. And so back in the day when he used to bartend at Sir, he was late all the time, and I'd always like open up the bar for him. And then this one time, I think he lost some of the bank or all the bank, and I had to pay it back myself. Yeah, I got a call from Guige, and he blamed me because I'm the manager on duty. You know, this was when I was a lot younger. This was like post season 1 or right before season 2 happened, and yeah, because I think he lost half of it or all of it, and I was all like, that's weird. You know what I mean? And this, yeah, exactly. He didn't take any accountability for it, and I ended up paying it because, you know, like, I'm a nice guy, and I was, you know, I took the I was the manager on duty, so I took responsibility for it. It's my fault, you know.
That pissed me off because
The-
there's two things that happened. Someone took it. You weren't attending to it. Somebody took it.
My
Or
fault.
you-
Yeah, it was my fault, and I took full responsibility for that. I'm gonna have a shot of Tito's. What time is it?
Have a shot at Tito's. Wait, what do you mean it was your fault though? It was his money, right? He was supposed to be tending that money.
Yeah, it was the bank. You know what I mean? So every day we get like a $500 bank till for the, you know, to make change or whatever.
Sure.
And it was my fault that I didn't count it right, or, you know, like I let that go. Like I didn't pay attention. So yeah.
Or someone took it, which is
Yeah,
where
someone did take
my
it.
mind
Someone
goes.
took it. Yes, someone exactly. Someone did take it. And now that you bring up narcissism, I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, and because I always, okay. So the story behind narcissism is Narcissus was it was this beautiful man, and this nymph, she fell in love with him, and he didn't like her, and then all of a sudden he started looking at his own image reflection in the pool, and he just kind of just stayed there looking at himself, and that's where the word narcissism comes from, Narcissus. So that's why I always thought that that it was all about, oh, you know, you just want to, you know, but apparently it's more than just that. It's also gaslighting. It's also not taking responsibility for your actions.
They're very charming. They're very charming, and they're you don't even know you're being charmed, and they usually love bomb you. So there's a period of like, you're amazing. They can't do anything without you. You're fantastic. You're so wonderful, and then all of a sudden, things change. And you can't do anything right. And it's very confusing for people because they can't figure out, well, what happened to the person that I knew that, you know, we were friends and you had my back and you did things. And now you're like blaming me, or you're never taking accountability, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think the cast is enjoying this? You know, they've all your cast members have come out. I mean, they've done tons of videos. They're doing interviews. They're doing their own podcasts. They're doing other people's podcasts. Do you think they're secretly happy about this?
For the show, in the sense,
I'm not happy about it. I don't know how anybody else would be happy about this.